Did you know that the Philippines heavily depends on certain countries for jobs, trade, and investments? Without them, the economy would collapse, businesses would shut down, and millions of Filipinos would struggle to survive. From powerful nations like the United States to economic giants like Japan, these countries provide billions of dollars in trade, jobs, and financial aid. But what would happen if they suddenly cut ties with the Philippines? The impact would be shocking and devastating. Stay until the end to discover why the Philippines cannot afford to lose these 10 powerful nations. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Number 10, Taiwan. Taiwan is a huge help to the Philippines, and most people don't even realize it. Thousands of Filipinos work in Taiwan's factories, offices, and households, sending home billions of pesos every year. This money helps their families buy food, pay for school, and live better lives. Taiwan is also one of the top trading partners of the Philippines. In 2024, trade between the two countries reached billions of dollars, with the Philippines exporting electronics, agricultural products, and machinery. Taiwan, in return, supplies the Philippines with high-tech equipment, computers, and chemicals used in different industries. But here's the shocking truth. If Taiwan faces a crisis, thousands of Filipinos could lose jobs overnight, and the economy would feel a major impact. Many businesses in the Philippines also depend on Taiwanese investments, especially in manufacturing and electronics. Without Taiwan, the Philippines would struggle to compete in the global market. Could the country survive without this powerful economic partner? Number 9. Malaysia and the Philippines share more than just a border. They share strong economic ties worth billions of dollars every year. Malaysia supplies the Philippines with oil, palm oil, electronics, and building materials, while the Philippines exports fruits, seafood, and manufactured goods. The trade between these two countries is crucial for businesses, factories, and everyday products. But that's not all. Many Filipinos work in Malaysia, helping different industries like construction, domestic work, and business services. Their earnings provide huge financial support for families back home, improving their quality of life. The two countries also work together in banking, tourism, and transportation, making travel and business easier. However, here's the shocking part. If Malaysia suddenly cut ties, the Philippines could lose thousands of jobs, billions in trade, and essential resources. The economy would slow down, and many Filipinos working there would struggle to send money home. With such a deep connection, it's clear that the Philippines needs Malaysia to survive. Number 8, Singapore. Singapore may be a small country, but its impact on the Philippines is huge. It is one of the biggest foreign investors, pouring billions of dollars into Philippine businesses, real estate, and banks every year. This investment creates jobs, helps the economy grow, and improves the country's infrastructure. Trade between Singapore and the Philippines is also massive, reaching billions of dollars in 2024. Singapore supplies the Philippines with technology, fuel, and advanced machinery, while the Philippines exports electronics, agricultural products, and skilled labor. Many Filipinos also work in Singapore, especially in the service and tech industries. Their hard-earned money is sent back home, supporting families, education, and daily needs. But here's the shocking reality. If Singapore stopped investing in the Philippines, many businesses would shut down and thousands of jobs could be lost. The Philippines also depends on Singapore for financial services, trade connections, and innovations in healthcare and technology. Could the Philippines afford to lose this powerful economic ally? The answer is a clear no. Number 7, Canada. Canada has become a dream destination for many Filipinos looking for better jobs, education, and opportunities. Thousands of Filipinos work in Canada's healthcare, hospitality, and service industries, earning stable incomes and sending huge amounts of money back home. This remittance money helps millions of Filipinos pay for food, housing, and school fees. In 2024, remittances from Canada to the Philippines reached billions of pesos, making it one of the top sources of financial support for the country. But that's not all. Canada and the Philippines also have a strong trade relationship, with billions of dollars in trade every year. Canada supplies the Philippines with wheat, meat, medicines, and high-quality dairy products, while the Philippines exports seafood, electronics, and tropical fruits. Here's the shocking truth. If Canada suddenly stopped sending financial aid and trade support, thousands of Filipino families would suffer. Many businesses also rely on Canadian investments, and losing this connection could slow down economic growth. With strong ties in business, trade, and overseas jobs, the Philippines cannot afford to lose Canada as a partner. Number 6. Australia. Australia has been a key partner of the Philippines for decades, providing education, jobs, and trade opportunities. Many Filipinos move to Australia for work, especially in construction, healthcare, and hospitality. Their earnings are sent back to the Philippines, helping millions of families survive and improve their lives. In 2024, the money sent from Australia to the Philippines reached billions of pesos, making it one of the top remittance sources. But Australia doesn't just provide jobs, it also plays a huge role in education. Thousands of Filipino students study in Australian universities every year, learning valuable skills and contributing to the global workforce. On top of that, trade between the two countries is massive, reaching billions of dollars annually. Australia supplies the Philippines with meat, dairy, wheat, and high-quality machinery, while the Philippines exports electronics, food products, and skilled workers. But here's the shocking reality. If Australia stopped its trade and support, the Philippines would struggle with food supply, economic losses, and education setbacks. This country is a vital economic ally, and the Philippines cannot afford to lose Australia's support. Number 5. South Korea. South Korea and the Philippines share a strong and deep connection, built on trade, jobs, and culture. South Korea is one of the top investors in the Philippines, pumping billions of dollars into businesses, technology, and infrastructure. It is also a major trade partner, supplying the Philippines with cars, electronics, and high-tech gadgets, while the Philippines exports agricultural products, minerals, and textiles. But here's something shocking. Thousands of Filipinos work in South Korea's factories and industries, earning high wages that they send home to support their families. Without these earnings, many Filipino households would struggle financially. Tourism is also a big deal. Millions of South Korean tourists visit the Philippines every year, bringing billions into the economy. Hotels, restaurants, and travel businesses depend on this income. But what if South Korea suddenly stopped hiring Filipino workers, investing in businesses, or traveling to the Philippines? The impact would be devastating. The loss of jobs, trade, and tourism would shake the economy. South Korea is not just an ally, it's a lifeline for the Philippine economy, and losing this connection would be a disaster. Number 4. Germany. Germany may be far from the Philippines, but its impact on the economy is huge. It is one of the top trading partners in Europe, buying electronics, machinery, and food products from the Philippines while supplying automobiles, chemicals, and medical equipment. Germany is also a top investor, pouring billions of dollars into Philippine businesses, especially in the automobile, pharmaceutical, and tech industries. But here's the shocking truth. Thousands of Filipinos work in Germany, mostly in healthcare, engineering, and skilled labor jobs. Their salaries help support their families back home and boost the Philippine economy. If Germany stopped hiring Filipino workers, thousands would lose jobs, and remittances would drop dramatically. Germany is also a key supporter of Philippine development projects, providing financial aid and scholarships for students. If Germany suddenly cut off its economic support, many businesses would struggle to survive, and the country's progress in healthcare, technology, and education could slow down. The Philippines relies on Germany's trade, investments, and job opportunities, making it a crucial partner the country cannot afford to lose. Number 3, Japan. Japan is one of the biggest supporters of the Philippines, providing jobs, investments, and essential trade. It is a top investor, bringing billions of dollars into the Philippine economy every year through manufacturing, real estate, and businesses. Japan is also one of the largest trading partners, supplying the Philippines with vehicles, electronics, and advanced machinery, while the Philippines exports food, minerals, and skilled labor. But here's the shocking truth. Thousands of Filipinos work in Japan, sending home huge amounts of money that keep families afloat. Without these remittances, many Filipino households would struggle to pay for food, housing, and education. Japan also provides massive loans and financial aid to support Philippine infrastructure, including roads, railways, and power plants. If Japan suddenly stopped its investments, trade, and aid, the Philippines would face a major economic crisis. Losing such a powerful and generous ally would set back progress for years. Japan is not just a trading partner, it is a pillar of Philippine economic stability, and the country cannot afford to lose Japan's support. Number 2, China. China is the largest trading partner of the Philippines, with trade worth billions of dollars every year. The Philippines imports most of its goods from China, including electronics, machinery, construction materials, and household products. At the same time, the Philippines exports minerals, fruits, seafood, and garments to China. The relationship between the two countries is complex, with both economic cooperation and political tensions. But here's a shocking fact. Many businesses in the Philippines depend on Chinese products. If China suddenly stopped exporting goods, the price of everyday items in the Philippines would skyrocket, making life much harder for Filipinos. Thousands of Filipinos also work in businesses connected to Chinese companies, from manufacturing to retail. China is also one of the top investors in the Philippines, funding infrastructure projects, power plants, and businesses. If China pulled out its investments, the Philippine economy would take a massive hit. Despite political challenges, the reality is clear. The Philippines needs China's trade, investments, and jobs to keep the economy moving. Without China, the country would face serious economic struggles. Number 1, United States. The United States is more than just a powerful country. It is one of the most important partners of the Philippines in history, economy, and security. If the U.S. suddenly cut ties with the Philippines, the consequences would be catastrophic. The economic connection between these two nations is massive. The U.S. is a major trading partner, buying billions of dollars worth of Philippine products every year, including electronics, garments, and agricultural goods. American companies provide thousands of jobs for Filipinos, from call centers to high-tech industries. Without the U.S., many businesses in the Philippines would collapse, unemployment would rise, and families relying on overseas jobs would suffer. But it's not just about money. Military support is another major reason the Philippines depends on the U.S. The country has been a long-time ally, providing weapons, training, and protection against external threats. The U.S. has military bases, security agreements, and joint exercises with Filipino forces, ensuring the country's defense. Without American support, the Philippines could become vulnerable to powerful nations with territorial disputes in the region. Education and healthcare are also major factors. Many Filipinos move to the U.S. to study or work as doctors, nurses, and IT professionals. In return, they send billions of dollars back home every year, helping the economy. The U.S. also provides aid and disaster relief during typhoons and calamities. Without this lifeline, recovery from disasters would be slower and more difficult. From economic survival to national security, the Philippines cannot afford to lose its relationship with the United States. The partnership between these two nations is deeply rooted in history, trade, and mutual support. If ties were cut, millions of Filipinos would lose their jobs, the economy would shrink, and national security would be at risk. The U.S. is not just a friend to the Philippines, it is a lifeline that keeps the country strong and stable. Without them, the economy, jobs, and even daily life could suffer. Which country surprised you the most? Comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.